right, so what we've done here is we played through a progression. We did it with all nines. And then probably do it a couple times. Then do it with all 11s. And then do it with all 13s. And then what I recommend is maybe this. Use 11s on minor chords and 13s on major chords. And when I say major chords or minor chords, I'm talking about the triads. So that would be like this. A flat major, so we're going to do a 13 because the 4 would clash. Or at least it'd be dissonant tense. And then to the F minor, we'll do 11. And then to B minor, we do 11. And then to the flat 7, the E flat 7, we do 13. So now I have this. You know what I mean? And then what I'm doing there is I'm practicing my recognition, basically, of the dangerous quality that a 4 has over a major triad, and that a 6 has over a minor triad. And the 9 works all the time. So think of it like this: first add all 9s, then add all 11s over every chord, and then add 13s over every chord. Then maybe go through, and you've already done 9s over everything, and you know that works. So why don't you do 11s over minor chords and 13s over major chords, because those are the safer of the options, excluding the 9, which is always safe. And then after that, you could try doing things based more around voice leading than based on any other consideration. I'll give you an example. If I did A flat major 7 up here, I could let's see, how about I'll add an 11. Now that's super tense because it's a 4. Now why did I choose this one? Because after that we go to F minor, and I could do a 6th, and I had cool voice leading where I went almost like blues, you know, but it's a major chord, so like, or, and the person may not think to themselves to go, oh yeah, but it's cool as heck. But when you first hear it, if you don't know that, you go like, oh God, what? I must be playing a wrong note. It's like, no, it's just, you got to hear it in context, which means voice leading, which is context. From this to this. Sounds really cool. And then I go, well, I'm already here. How about I do the 9 over the B minor so that I'm keeping my notes close together, and that's what makes good voice leading. And then to the E flat 7, I'll do the 13 so the note stays the same. And then what I had was this. Let's see. That's pretty cool. And then to yeah, I'm trying to ease the tension with that's like that instead of going like, you know, which is, I mean, if you want to be really in their face, you can do that. You'd be like, you know, you could play like, here's my chord, ladies and gents. There's my melody in your face, and then here's my chord, ladies and gents. I was like, oh, see what I did there? It wasn't so bad. You know, it just depends on how you want to play it, and it's in the big picture. But by doing this, like instead of a 1, 2, I did a 1. Or I should have that minor like that. Actually, I need to make that minor like that. And part of that funkiness is this is very funky. The 13 over the minor, the dangerous one. Anyway, so we see what I've done here is I took the dangerous chord, the scale tone, over the major, and the dangerous one over the minor, and still made them work. Now, if I had done it over here, like this, where I do A flat 11, the dangerous one. Oh, my bad, I should do it here. I could go up 1 fret to get to the 13th. And so I do the same thing in the other voicing. And there, it's just a way where voice leading will dictate what you play. Like if I did the 13 here, then maybe I do the 9 over the 11. Because I have this, which is a whole step apart. And then if I had done that, then maybe when I do the B minor, I do the 13 because it's the same note. So that's voice leading. That's interesting. It's called oblique motion when the note stays the same. And then to the E flat 7, which maybe I do the 9 so that it's only a whole step away. Anyway, so in voice leading, what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep the movement from one voice to another, to put it simply, as close as you can. But that's not absolutely the rule. There's rules that are like, well, certain intervals and considered dissonant intervals, and it goes all the way back to polyphonic music and the Baroque period. But an easy way to think of it is just keeping your movement close. Like if I was going to sing it as a singer, it'd be easier for me to go to a note that's close by. And so that's your voice leading. Okay, so just to review. Pick a song at random, play every chord with a 9, then play every chord with an 11, and then play every chord with a 13. After that, let's forget the 9 for a minute because it's too easy. We always know it works. Let's go through it and just use 11s and 13s. But let's use the 11s over the minors because that's where they're the safest. Or I should say, really, the 6th isn't safe over minors. So let's do the 11 over the minors. The 11 isn't safe over the majors, so let's do the 6 over the majors. And so then you just play through the progression using only adding the 11ths and the 6th, the 11ths and 13ths, I should say, to the chords in their safest mode possible. And then the 5th and final step, which I don't really expect you to get to because maybe we need to talk about it, but it's voice leading and why one voice leading example makes sense over another. And that we can talk about for another time, but that would be the 5th step. Cool?